Hey, welcome to Side Dish. ESPN had a shakedown.
And are you ready for a Barack Girl summer?
Are you clocking in at Central Perk, Cheers, or Dunder Mifflin?
Welcome to Side Dish.
Woo!
Hey.
There we go. There we go.
That's right, LaMarcus Johnson. The main men are in the building. Welcome to Side Dish. I'm Head Crack.
What's up? My name's Tanner. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in for another live edition of Side Dish.
Yo, listen, man, the comments was on fire all day.
Yeah.
Did you do the thing?
Go back and look at this comments?
But really late at night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it every night. I also do it a lot of mornings. I don't know if that's good. I'll wake up at like 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning sometimes, and I know I'm going to be awake for a good 20, and I'm just like, what are people saying?
And y'all all saying good things,
Yeah.
man. We appreciate the interactivity, and that's what we here for. What up, T Tish? What up? We got Dre 214.
Oh, T Tish B, Kathy Brundage. How you doing, Miss Brundage?
You know her?
If she's my friend of the, if she's Kathy Brundage, Kathy was married to, I knew Steve Brundage, his wife Kathy. This was Southern California. This is back in my band days.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
If that's who we
Love
got right there.
The Bonnet Bloggers on the check-in. She is a regular around these Side Dish
Bonnet
parties.
Captain of the comment squad, y'all get up on her level.
Word. A Bonnet Blogger and Nigel Hot Dog, man. They going in heavy every day. Big shout out to all our soulmates who are coming over here from Fox Soul. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. And man, we got so much to get to.
Hey, like and subscribe. Click that button to get the notifications. The more you interact, the more people show up, the longer this train is going to keep chewing.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
And we love you too, A Grammy. So
Thank you so
here we go. Let's feed the people. You want to know what's shaking?
What?
ESPN Malika Andrew, right? So there was a interview that was taking place, right?
Yep.
And you lived in California for
Certainly
quite some
did.
time.
That's
How
right.
many earthquakes have you lived through?
Many.
All right. First time you had an earthquake situation pop off, how did you react?
Yeah, the very first time I was sitting in traffic and it was like a dead still stop. I was on Highland Boulevard up around by the Hollywood Bowl. I'll never forget, I was just sitting in traffic, stopped, and then all of a sudden my car was like, geez. And I thought a semi truck had just driven by really fast, really close. And I look, except everyone has stopped around me. And then I go, oh, that's an earthquake.
So you didn't panic, like, oh my God.
No, at a certain point, you just learn to roll with it.
Okay, fair enough. Malika Andrews is definitely from the school of Tanner because she just rolled with it. Check out.
And it was so much fun to see, particularly the crowd sort of getting behind as we have a bit of an earthquake here in Los Angeles. So we're just going to make sure that our studio lights, everything stays safe, everything's shaking. You good, Mylan? Everybody good? All right. Thank you so much for bearing with us through that. Our studio was shaking just a little bit. Tarsi, if you're still good in the studio and everyone's still good. All right.
She can deliver babies.
Absolute pro there. Do you remember? Okay, hold on. That one thing went viral. I wish I'd have thought about this earlier. I think it was LA a few years ago when an earthquake came and it went viral because the news anchors got under the desk real quick. They were like, earthquake, and then they got down. You remember that one? That went viral a couple years.
I think I would have been somewhere in the middle of where she was.
Yeah.
Earthquake, but more like, oh my God, we're about to.
Well, hold on. If you bring that clip back, it sees the cameraman's holding like this, and then it starts to shake, and then you see the frame dip down like he was about to be, oh, hell no. Like he was out of there. But she was like, no, are you good? And he's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm good.
Yeah, like Malika Andrews kept everybody calm, like they were all out of towners who she knew it was there for everyone's gonna be calm. Bring it back one more time, just a little bit.
Yeah. Watch the camera.
And it was so much fun to see, particularly the crowd sort of getting behind.
Shake. He's like, I'm out. Wait, are you okay?
So we're just going to make sure that our studio lights, everything stays safe, everything's shaking. You good, Mylan? Everybody good? All right. Thank you so much for bearing with us through that. Our studio was shaking just a little bit. Tarsi, if you're still good in the studio and everyone's still good. All right.
She's got the confidence. Like, you ever go to like Universal Studios and you take the backlot tour?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, we got to drive through the Amityville Harbor. I hope there's no dangerous fish in here. And then Jaws comes up and is like bouncing on the boat. And then on the way out, the tour guide's like, wow, I hope everyone's okay and safe. Like big confident energy.
I love it. Like she can negotiate the freeing of a hostage.
Right.
With that level of calm in which she exuded, man. Big shout out to Malika Andrews.
Yeah, shout out.
Angie Lairton, she's a G. That wasn't an earthquake. That was just the neighbors upstairs doing the A-Town stomp.
Yo.
Shout out to Justin Harris.
Yeah, that's how much our neighbors feel. That's how loud our neighbors think we are. Is in that video right there.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah,
You would
like-
think we was having band practice.
You think that we were stomping on our ceiling, and they're like, "Oh my god, we can't go to well, whatever."
It's a whole-
They might be watching right now, and that could be a way we get canceled. So I'm gonna stop that line of logic right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, because we went in a little heavy yesterday too. I was like, oh man, like when I was watching it back, I was like,
Oh wait, okay, hold up. What's this the grizzly crime spree? Do you know about this?
Listen, for everybody who lives in places where, like, when you open your back window, it's Jumanji outside. Maybe this hits a little differently for you. However, I'm from the concrete jungle. Where I live now, it's a little Jumanji.
You've got some forest around you. I've been there.
You know, Bambi's family be out there.
Yeah.
Alvin, Simon, and Theodore be in the garden stealing berries out of my joint. Every now and then you might see the tail of a fox because it's so fast, and a coyote nearly killed my dog. However, what I have not seen is a bear. And it was a grisly crime spree that took place in a certain particular part of the country. Take a look.
A bear break-in Monrovia. The burglar
dubbed Monrovia, that's
Oreo
California.
as a four-legged felon was caught red-handed. The cookie caper happened Friday on North Canyon Crest Drive. After a sugary snack, the large, untagged bear strolled into a neighbor's yard, catching the homeowner by surprise.
I was scared to death. Like, he was so close. That never happened before.
They too calm.
He's like, I'm not leaving without my snack.
Got that apex predator energy.
Yeah, like, let's just say, you know, you come home one day, long day at work, and the bear's walking out with your fresh new pack of Oreos. What are you doing?
I let him go. Let him Let him enjoy those Oreos. I don't want him to think that that's where all the Oreos are, that anytime he comes back, he's getting Oreos. But no, you let him go. You stay in your car.
Man, you're better than me, man, because I'm moving.
Really?
I just won't live there.
You just live? You're leaving on one bear?
Just think about it, Tanner. If you leave some milk out for a cat,
right? Yeah.
The cat comes to get that milk one time.
Yeah.
They're gonna think you milk house.
Exactly.
If you get if a bear comes to your crib and gets some Oreos, they're gonna think you the Oreo crib.
I'm the Hydrox home.
Yeah, the Hydrox homie, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So what's stopping that bear from coming back another day? And I don't think bears really understand no too much. One of my friends who used to work here, who used to hike a lot, he's like, yeah, if you ever see a bear, and I can't remember what kind of bear, he's like, yo, put your backpack over your head.
Really?
Just to make the bear think you taller than it. How do you know?
That sounds like you're taunting a bear with your JanSport.
Right. It's like you issuing a full-blown challenge. And,
like, roar, you know.
And maybe that wasn't the homie, and he was trying to get me killed.
Literally, one of our commenters, Dre6214, says, a bear broke into my neighbor's car 2 days ago and drove it off of a bridge. I added the drove it off a bridge part, but evidently a bear did break into that woman's car. But, only Baloo out there catching felons like Doc. Oh. All right. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but that is wild, though. Like, to specifically want Oreos. You know, because
they'll eat anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
They will?
Yeah.
I thought bears were very specific. Like, they like meat and honey.
I think just anything they can get. All animals like sweet things.
Okay. So I guess the cookies. All right,
just
cool.
anything you could smell. Like when I was in LA, what's funny, I don't know. When I was in LA still, I had raccoons that lived up in the tree in my backyard. And so they would come down every single night at around 11 o'clock, and they did not give an F if you were around or what you were doing. We would be in the backyard, like hanging out, and the raccoons would just come down like they were invited to the party. Like, wild animals don't care.
They really
they're not
don't.
Scared of you.
No, not at all, because they kind of know what it is. Like, hey, you want some rabies?
Yeah, you want these rabies?
Come get a bite.
Give me a burger.
Yo, man, shout out to everybody out there. Dealing with the bears. Justin Harris says, whatever a bear breaks into, it's automatically theirs.
That's right.
A bear could break into you, my friend, and I don't want to learn that the hard way. So yeah, I'm out. I'm skipping town. That's a bear-free neighborhood.
Nigel says that's that bear propaganda he'd be spreading. Okay, next story.
Stop bear hate.
Stop that bear hate. That was a bare necessity. Okay, Mark Wahlberg surprised his co-star of the film, The Union, Halle Berry, by sending a food truck to her house. Let's look at this.
Hi, were you expecting a food truck? Wahlburger?
Wahlberg! Wahlberg!
He told me you'd be expecting
You sent us Wahlburgers truck?
It's here for you.
No.
Yeah, we're ready.
I was just kidding. He sent the
We're
truck.
right over here.
I was just kidding.
Wow.
Did he? Oh wow.
said I gotta send the truck to your house. You said okay.
Thank you so much. You are so crazy.
We need margaritas.
Did you say margarita?
Margarita.
They got margaritas on the Wahlberg? Hey, Mark. See what you're doing here?
Okay, I want you to know, this is the most brilliant marketing I've ever seen. Have you ever seen a Wahlburgers commercial?
No, actually, I haven't.
We just watched one.
Fair enough, yeah. Because I didn't even know they had a truck.
I didn't know they had margaritas.
Yeah, like when you go to their brick and mortar locations, there's one at the Battery.
I never been in.
Oh, you gotta go in.
I never been to a Wahlburgers.
They're Wahlburgers, right?
Mhm.
However, their fish sandwich has no right to be as good as
Really?
it is. Yeah, they got a really good fish sandwich.
That's
it's
impressive.
like cod or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Wahlburgers be going hard. Halle Berry, let's talk about that.
Always.
I would eat food out of her hand.
Always. Yes.
Like
Listen,
an animal.
I will show up dressed like a bear to her house
That's a great way to
and eat whatever's in the garage.
Okay,
or
cool.
in the garbage.
Because do you think that like Van Hunt would just be like, oh no, it's a bear, and then just run away, and then like
Ooh.
you can have your lay of the land?
I'm out here like rah rah. Give me them Halle Berries.
It's a talking bear in the house.
It's a talking bear. It's a white duck. What's up with that? Oh my god.
T Tish said, sidebar, Holly and her man looks good together. I will say that.
We
because
like that.
I never understood the people that she dated prior, right?
Yes.
It just looked like a style mismatch. And I'm not even saying because like they were white. Like,
No, yeah.
No, they just like
Different vibes.
it's like, yo, you pull out like
Very different
Van
vibes.
Hunt looked jazzy.
Yeah.
Eric Benet, I felt like she was with him because he was an R&B dude. And I didn't even like that one. You know what I mean? And he had Halle Berry and still continued to have more sex because he couldn't stop himself. Because
He's got the touch.
yeah, you know. But yeah, I'm happy for them and Van Hunt. And however, if something ever goes wrong, rebound.
So good.
All right, well, moving on. Let's talk about your man Barack.
B.O.
Our man Barack.
Barack Obama, number 44. You know, anybody who knows that like every summer Barack drops a couple lists. One of them is he drops like his summer reading list, like books that he's read that he really enjoys. He just dropped his summer listening list, which is his favorite tracks that he's been listening to all summer. It's a summer playlist. There it is. It's super eclectic. Let me tell you, Obama's listening to Shabuzi, who I heard you name check over here a couple days ago.
Yeah, that's like the #1 song in the country for the last 5 weeks, that song.
So Obama's on Shabuzi. He's on Billie Eilish. He's on Charlie XCX. He's having a Barack Girl Summer. He listens to HER. He listens to Saweetie. He's still listening to No Diggity by Blackstreet. He's still listening to the Rolling Stones, but he doesn't have a single Kendrick Lamar track on there, and people are eating him up in the comments.
Oh, really? Did like you mentioned a lot of names. Did he have a Drake song on there?
He didn't have a Drake song on there.
Okay.
No.
Interesting. Maybe
like
he didn't
he
want to
stayed
choose
out of-
sides because he's
Yeah.
a diplomat, and you never know when you're gonna have to call in a Canadian favor.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean? You don't want to get denied admission into Toronto because
Mhm.
you know Drake's been getting people kicked out of there. Schoolboy Q was supposed to do a show in Toronto, and somehow it got mysteriously canceled.
Oh.
And it was another artist that happened to as well. It was a singer that time, and Drake got pulled in Canada.
Yeah, here's the thing is like, I just want you guys to go to Barack's Instagram and look at his summer playlist. And I challenge you not to find a song on there that you'd be like, I had no idea that me and Barack were listening to the same stuff. He's got Norah Jones on here.
What song?
Come Away With Me. That's a classic.
That's like the old one.
Yeah. Come away with me. It's you and I.
Oh, I'm singing it.
No, we're singing that. All of them.
That's
all
the
of
same song?
Norah Jones, hit it. That's perfect.
Never why I didn't come.
That's
That sounds
it.
just like the record, right?
That's it. That's
Okay.
the perfect Norah Jones. Into the night.
Wait, throw that back. Throw the list back up.
He's
one
got
more
Moneybag
time.
Yo on there.
Which song about Moneybag Yo? Because the font was really small in the pro.
Whiskey,
I'm
whiskey.
walking up to it. Don't throw
Whiskey.
me back on camera yet. I didn't walk
Moneybag
up
Yo, bro, get HK in that close up. Moneybag Yo and Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
He's got Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion Wannabe.
Okay. Man, Texas Hold'em. That reads.
That checks, right? That clocks.
Etta James.
Mhm.
That's a classic because she hasn't dropped anything new in quite some time.
It's been a minute.
I think because she's dead.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, little boo thing. That's a bop. I'm looking for that Moneybag Yo song. I heard you. Why can't I see this song? Man, if y'all can see me huddled up in this camera like an old person.
I'm trying to go live on my actual.
Oh, whiskey. Oh, whiskey
with Morgan Wallen.
Oh, okay, cool. Is this on the country album that Morgan Wallen is putting out?
Maybe, Morgan Wallen got in trouble a couple of years ago, and he's been like climbing back, I guess.
And I guess, the winning your way back over with the good, with the good brown folk. You do a song with Moneybagg Yo. That's what we doing? I'm just saying.
Hey, but you wound up on Barack's playlist.
That's gonna win you. That's gonna get you. You're not gonna get the best plate at the barbecue,
right.
Morgan Wallen. Yeah. But we're gonna hook you up.
Still getting a plate.
We're gonna give you some beans. You're gonna get probably like a charred rib, a burger with just the top bun.
Oh, all right.
And and some potato salad, but the one with mayonnaise, because someone bought that. No one wanted to eat it.
I'm just thinking about I'm most blown away by No Diggity. I'm just thinking about Barack riding around in the back of a limo. You got class and style. What's he doing?
I can't believe you bought him. To me, No Diggity is probably the song.
It's great.
That he pulled up on Michelle on.
Really? You think?
Yo, he probably at some spot in Chicago, South Side. He probably over there downtown by the House of Blues. He coming out, he just got finished sipping a Hennessy. Long day doing, people work.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name? Is your name Michelle? My name's Barry O. You want to jump in my ride? Do something sweet? And No Diggity plays in the background as he pulls off. Right as soon as she gets in the car, honey, get down on a good law. Yo.
Strictly business, never play around. And yeah.
Yeah, man, Barack, man, he's still outside in the street.
Okay,
man.
This is the other thing I wanted to get to is what are you guys listening to? Because I'm also looking for new tracks. Put it in the comments what you're listening to. I'm gonna pull up those songs, and I feel like we don't have to do this right now.
Okay,
but if we wanted, at some point, we could put together a side dish playlist.
I would love
and throw it on
that.
Spotify or Tidal because we both have accounts there. We can just create the playlist and share it with the people.
Yeah,
throw a little microdose on there.
Why not? If not, why not? Hell yeah. Franklin Bickham said, "No Diggity is the American anthem."
All right.
Okay. Dre 214 said he wants some Big Lotto on there.
Okay.
Fun fact, Ravi Shankar is Norah Jones's dad. I did know that. Ravi Shankar is a classic. I want to describe his music. He plays a lot of sitar.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like if it was like a movie and then you ended up in another part of the world, you would hear those instruments as the person walked in. Yeah, that's type of stuff he'd be making. But yo, man, Norah Jones, she got that voice.
Shout out Teddy Swim, yeah.
Teddy Swim is dope.
Pell, yeah.
Let me put y'all on to somebody.
Okay.
This guy's name is Pale J.
Pale J?
Yo.
Just the letter J?
J-A-Y.
J-A-Y.
Who's my man who just died recently? White dude that people just still didn't even know he was white.
Oh, wait, are you talking
Dude
about?
for Love, Bobby Caldwell.
Oh, Bobby Caldwell, yeah.
Pale J is the 2024 Bobby Caldwell. He make music that sound like there's a black dude behind him with a half-lit cigarette playing a bass guitar, accompanying him with his music. But he sounds so soulful, right? But his everyday attire is a suit, a red ski mask, and a hat. Pale J.
What?
Pale J. Pale J is the future.
Yo, Bobby Caldwell. Bobby Caldwell, sneaking in. Bobby Caldwell secretly being a member of the black delegation while being white the whole time. It's wild.
He could be an albino.
He could be. That happens.
But I'm pretty sure he's white.
It's very rare.
Because maybe that's why he always wears a full suit. Because maybe he's kind of like skin camouflage.
Well, I think that might have just been his name that he performed under or something. I remember reading something about when that single was released. I'm not sure that they put his photo on the single. I think it was just him from the back or where they were holding an instrument, so you couldn't quite tell that Bobby, Yeah. Bobby had that one Band-Aid tone,
He did. Oh, yeah. The universal Band-Aid tone. But Bobby Caldwell, on the strength of his bops, gets the full barbecue plate. Full plate. You want the ribs? You want the chicken breast? Well, you want Bobby Caldwell, at least your ghost, because he died.
Yeah, that's true. Just recently. Just this year, I think.
Yeah. But
sad story.
Bonnet Blocker says Pale J sounds like a hitman.
He does. Red ski mask is intimidating.
No, but wait till you hear it's some of the most beautiful music you will ever hear in your life. Pale J. Trust me on this.
How are you guys not?
We're throwing it on the side dish thing. And somebody mentioned Cali Ukes. Cali Ukes is amazing. Have you ever listened to an artist and you felt like they were singing to you?
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah. Like every song SZA made, she's talking about me.
Oh.
Or at least talking to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, she was thinking about you when she wrote it.
Clearly.
For obvious.
Clearly.
Obviously.
Switching gears, let's talk about Flav Flav.
My man, what a hero that guy is becoming.
He's still out here doing the Lord's work. So Flav Flav decided to make Jordan Childs a bronze clock necklace because the U.S. Athletic Association, not even the U.S., but the Olympic.
It's the whole drama. We've been covering it. They're taking her medal away.
Yeah, those schmucks. They're not giving her the medal back. So Flav Flav is like, yeah, boy, I'm gonna hook you up. And he made her a bronze clock necklace. He's offering to make her one. And he posted a gif of him dancing at the Olympics, like, hey, yo, Childs Jordan, I'm gonna make you a bronze clock necklace. That's something that nobody else has. Hit me up, my girl, I got you. I love Flav, man.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm like, so it's such a crappy thing for her. She's gold in our hearts.
Yeah.
I think we can all acknowledge that. And it sucks that she's not going to get this medal, but also like a one-of-a-kind Flav bronze clock necklace.
That has a little bit more value to me in my heart because, like, when I understand, like, those Olympic medals, they're not even always 100% gold.
They're definitely
or bronze, and they're not worth as much as you. Because I think they said the gold medal, and I don't even want to misquote it, but I felt like they was like, look, $2,500.
What?
Don't quote me on that.
That could, I mean, it could be. I don't know.
I thought it was way more expensive than it was. My rate may be way off.
Sure.
But just imagine the bronze gotta be worth way less. Like,
oh yeah,
you can melt a bunch of pennies together and make one of those.
Come on now.
That's copper, but whatever.
Sure.
No one's gonna check it. No one's gonna be like, that ain't bronze.
Yeah, don't get in our comments with your freaking science and truth. We don't want that.
Copper actually was worth more than bronze because the value in the market.
Yeah, well, technically a bronze clock would be worth more than a bronze medal.
Yeah, well, it's a Flav Flav original.
Yeah, like did Flav Flav hand it to you? No, I don't think so. So
absolutely.
Shout out to Flav Flav, man, because he also did that thing for, was it the volleyball team?
U.S. women's
water
polo.
Yeah. Now in return, Ralph Lauren should give Flav Flav a polo deal.
Yeah.
You should also give me a polo deal. I got a lot of it. What's up, Ralph? Uncle Ralph.
Let's go, Uncle Ralph.
And hook my man Tanner up with a 93 jacket, Snow Beach.
Let's go.
Let's get it popping, man. Today is August 13th, and if you're celebrating a birthday, you got some dope people you're partying with.
Oh, man, we're talking about Bucky, Sebastian Stan from the MCU. The Winter Soldier himself is 42.
Yo, would I be out of bounds by calling him the White Chadwick Boseman?
Oh, wow.
Because this dude can play mad historical people.
He has, yeah.
Chadwick Boseman has played mad historical people. And because, like, Sebastian Stan played the rocker Tommy Lee.
He played Tommy Lee, yep.
And he also just played somebody else, or is about to play somebody else who's like a notable historical figure.
I'm trying to remember.
And it was like, oh snap, you are that person. If anybody in the chat knows who I'm talking about, yeah, let's get it popping. But yeah, shout out to him. You also celebrating a birthday with DeMarcus Cousins, who's 34. He's a former NBA player who played for the Bucks, the Clippers, the Rockets, and the Lakers.
All right, doing a little tour there.
He was on tour.
Hitting several teams.
Now, between these two, who gets the cake?
Ooh, man. You know what? I've definitely watched more MCU movies than I have NBA games in the last couple of years. So I'll probably have to give it to Sebastian Stan.
Fair enough, man. Yo, he lost an arm.
He lost an arm. And my buddy was actually, okay, so in that Motley Crue documentary, my buddy Chris Mann plays Mick Mars. And he auditioned for it, and he's in it, and he's like, anytime the whole band is together, he's playing Mick Mars, who was like the lead guitar player, but they didn't give my buddy Chris a single line.
What?
yeah, he's in it. But he talked about Sebastian Stan being cool, and like my buddy Chris is a fantastic singer. He almost won The Voice one year. And so he's like an extremely talented, hilarious dude. He's gone viral a whole bunch of times, but he's in that movie with Sebastian Stan. Said the guy's great.
Was this the same buddy? You showed me a video one time, one of your friends who made a really cool like rap video on YouTube. They had a thing.
Oh, was it him and AJ from the Backstreet Boys? He went viral. My buddy Chris was going viral during 2020.
It wasn't with AJ from the Backstreet Boys. It was some song that it was like short, but it was funny. We're wasting time.
Maybe.
We're talking about two different people probably.
Yeah, we could be.
But shout out to your man.
Yeah.
And to even be in a movie of that magnitude is dope.
Well, yeah, it's also just one step removed. Someone's like, hey, yeah, this person's really cool. It's like, oh, I trust you. And now I think Sebastian Stan's cool.
It looks like a lot of people in the chat is giving it to Sebastian Stan. Oh, Sebastian Stan is slated to play Trump. That's who it was.
Oh.
Yeah. And the thing is, so somebody who was down with Trump actually help finance it, right? But
Really?
they thought it was going to be a piece that was going to help them out, help them win the election. And when they found out with the nature, the thing was, he was like, "Yo,
Kind of backed out of it.
I'm gonna stall this out a little bit." But the movie's already shot, and no telling when it's gonna come out. But yes, Sebastian Stan's playing.
Turns
Trump.
out we got a bunch of Sebastian Stans.
I wonder what he calls his fandom, like the Sebastians.
The Sebastians?
I'm sorry, I didn't get a lot of sleep this morning.
All right, hey, well, something that happened over the weekend that's pretty exciting. A lot of people are excited about it. D23. It's D23. It's Disney 23. They do it every single year. It's a big expo. They talk about all the new movies that are coming out and things that are changing in the parks and whatnot. We're talking about all kinds of movie announcements. Frozen 3, Zootopia 2, Toy Story 5. They're still making them. The Incredibles 3, which is dope. A live-action Stitch movie. Tron got announced, and evidently 9 Inch Nails is doing the music this go around, which is super exciting.
Dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be super cool. But we've also got a couple trailers. We've got a trailer finally for Disney's Snow White. Let's check that out.
So whistle while you work. Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
Now, HK, I know you don't have little girls in your family. It's all boys at the house.
Yeah.
Bless your wife's heart. But I got little girls in my family, and I feel like there's a pretty good chance I'm going to get dragged to see this.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna go see this.
Yeah?
And I actually want to go see it.
Oh, you want to see it?
I don't know why. I feel
Really?
compelled because I avoided all those other live action movies.
Oh,
I avoided The Little Mermaid. I
Yeah.
avoided The Lion King.
Yeah.
The animated one and the real one.
Wait, come on now. You got to. Oh, man.
I grew up different, man.
The animated ones.
Have you ever seen Fritz the Cat?
Wait, hold up. Fritz the
I
cat?
grew up different. So like what's
I know Felix the cat.
Yeah, Fritz the Cat. Like your parents probably didn't let you watch Fritz the Cat.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
Oh, no.
But this looks dope. And they have Rachel Zegler in it,
Uh-huh.
who was in West Side Story. And the crazy thing that I've learned over the last maybe 10, 15 years, that they're still racist people.
Oh,
out there.
yeah.
There's a lot. I thought they died
There's
off.
a lot
but
of
no,
them.
they're out there. And because Rachel Zegler is Latina, Snow Blanca, I'm not mad at this, right? Like, she looks the part. She could sing.
Yeah.
She killed it in West Side Story. Let her be great. But a person who I do have a little bone to pick with, and I mean little, is Peter Dinklage.
Oh.
Peter Dinklage.
Why? Hold on a second.
What's up?
Why is he catching a okay. Oh. All right. Go ahead.
When I want beef, I pick the biggest opportunities or the biggest ops rather that I can. And Peter Dinklage, you done cost 7 of your peers a job because you complain. He's like, yo, I see you guys are making a Snow White movie. And how dare you, put our delegates in a movie like this and exploit us further.
Wait.
So it's called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Are you being serious?
I'm being very
Did
serious.
Peter Dinklage
complained.
No.
And he was very vocal about yo, you can't do this. This ain't right.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on.
What's
a
up?
second. They cast Dopey, Sleepy, Grumpy, all the others, and you're saying that there were real people, little people, and then Peter Dinklage was like,
yeah.
And he's like, over my head. And then they were like, take him out, cartoons in.
I don't even think they got to that point, but when the word came out that they were doing it, I think he was like, yo, don't you dare.
Really?
Yeah, because I think he wants to be the one, like Highlander.
But it's also like, wow, the Lowlander. It's also messed up because it's like, it is playing into perhaps like a not so nice stereotype. I don't know.
The story is the story. Okay, it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
And now, because of Peter Dinklage's selfish actions, the dwarfs were CGI.
Yeah.
And the people are real. And we got Gal Gadot as the Wicked Witch.
Love Gal Gadot.
I would take a bite out of
Big
any
fan.
apple she offered.
I'm eating the poisonous apple.
Yeah,
Have
facts.
before, will again.
She'd be like, eat this poison apple.
Yeah,
Be like,
yeah,
"Ow,
yeah.
out of your hand, I will. But yeah, it's just messed up because we could have had like the little black dude from Friday. He could have been in there.
Yeah.
One of the little people. He was also in Bad Santa. We also we could have had.
Yeah.
I only know 2 little people. I mean, we had a guest here recently that could have popped.
Right, correct.
No,
Yes.
but I just don't know if he would, right?
Yeah,
He's taller than most of
correct,
them, actually. Yes. So, I mean, like, how do you feel about it?
You know, I'm not going to lie to you. The first time I watched that trailer, we're sitting here right now, and I was a little surprised. That we didn't have actual people playing Grumpy, Dopey, Smurfy, the others. That's not one of their names, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure they probably will change their names too because we're so, and I don't want to say woke because woke is a whack word because people should be woke about certain things.
Right.
But people are so sensitive now that, yo, you can't call nobody dopey.
Well, Dopey was the dumb one.
Yeah. So, I mean, can we call him dummy?
He was real dopey.
Dummy dwarf?
Okay.
I don't even know. Marion Gutty said Vern Troyer.
Vern Troyer.
I don't know if you heard. But he's no longer with the company.
Yeah.
And by company, I mean he's,
of the living.
Yeah. Somebody said that about somebody I was looking for one day. They said they're no longer with the company. Just for me to find out later, that person was dead.
Oh, and you thought like
they literally just didn't work there anymore. They're like, fair enough. Let's see. Tracy Powell says, get those little people in there.
Right.
Sharon Clark said he cost them jobs. No, es bueno. I agree. Here's the thing. You can't change the past. You can make people aware. You know, sometimes in some of these Disney things, they'll put the little factoid up, like, hey, there's certain things that are happening here that, you know, we don't necessarily rock with no more.
Right.
However,
we ain't getting Song of the South back.
We're not.
That's not coming back around.
But I think that's not even the most uncomfortable thing that was happening in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Like, why were these little people living together? And why did this woman feel comfortable just being around them and sleeping around them?
Hold on a second.
What?
That's just a perfectly happy family unit. Like, she was living in the woods with these people. They were taking care of her. She was cooking and cleaning. They were working in the mines.
What did they do for fun?
I don't know. Like little people things.
Like what?
You know, like they made things.
Like elves?
And pestered each other.
Okay.
No, like elves? No, they were not. We're about to get canceled.
All right, cool. Let's probably move on and keep us safe.
Okay. Dude, did you watch Squid Games that we talked about?
The original one?
Yeah.
Of course I did.
Okay, all right. Let's just get right to the trailer. Squid Games 2 trailer.
Head crack.
Oh, the real game. Is this for the reality show?
No, that's a separate thing. One of my buddies is actually like in the second or third round of
really?
Yeah, casting for the reality show. Hope he gets
sick.
it. Shout out to my man Con Rizzle. I am excited and disappointed at the same time that my man is back in the game again.
Well, you know they're going to bring him back. I mean, it was such a good. I loved Squid Game so much. It was a little hard to get into at first, but then I got hooked. Super excited about that. Also, very weird for Disney to be tossing the trailer for Squid Games out.
Oh no, I just threw that in there in the midst of other things that had nothing to do with
what's this one at D23?
Nah, it's gonna be on Netflix. My bad. Didn't mean to confuse you there.
I was like, where's Mickey Mouse got to do with this?
Oh no, Mickey Mouse is doing a little bit of everything. I mean, even with them doing the Deadpool and Wolverine movie with the hard R, like like how
hard
Hogan
R
talks. Yeah, like they open up their doors. They're doing adventurous things.
We like it. We like it.
I'm here for it. So, are y'all excited about Squid Games 2? And would you how far do you think you would go in an actual Squid Game?
Ooh, see, here's the thing. I'm good in a challenge, man. I'm really good when the cards are down and we have to like climb the mountain or get across the thing. I'm pretty lethal there because I don't know if y'all know, but I won Floor is Lava. So like on Netflix, you can check that out. Season 2, episode 1. Was it season 3? They might have broken into. Anyhow, it's episode 1. Yeah, season 2. So yeah, I'm getting to the top of the mountain. I feel like I could take Squid Game.
I feel like, if there was like gateways to like doing dangerous things, the floor is lava is the gateway to being a Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, would you give that a go? How far do you think you can?
So I've actually got to run the Ninja Warrior course when it was in LA. It was on like the back lot there at Universal Studios. And it's hard, dude. It's hard. The Ninja Warrior course is tough.
Word. I think for a wild card in Squid Games 2, they should put Adam Sandler in it. But not as Adam Sandler, but Adam Sandler as his character in Uncut Gems. Because he's another person who didn't know how to stop when he was ahead. How did my man win the first Squid Game? By the skin of his teeth.
That's right.
Just to end up back in the competition. I can't wait to find out how that all plays out because that was wild.
Yeah. But Tanner, would you be ruthless in order to win like the people in the movie? Yeah, I would. I'm messing them up.
Oh, man.
I'm like kicking that old man, and then the crazy doll with the laser eyes is blah, 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 blah. Sorry.
Yo,
I'm sorry about it.
I'm so curious if they're gonna do like some of the similar like obstacles too, because that red light, green light joint was crazy.
Oh, it's amazing.
The thing with the cookies and the needle, that was crazy
needle,
as well.
That's a classic.
The glass floor
is very good. All of it, so much fun.
I like my chances up until the glass floor. I feel like the red light, green light, I'm good on that. I wear good shoes. I stop on the dime. Yeah. I'm good at like figuring out ways around things. The glass floor thing, it was just so luck of the draw kind of thing. But the later you went, the better off you were. So we'll see. Man, Squid Game 2, no word on when it's going to be dropping, but we're excited for it.
Coming back around, super excited about. The thing that was so fun about Squid Games 2 is when it exploded, it was like a hit out of nowhere, right? Like I believe it was out of South Korea. Isn't that where Squid Games is from? Definitely not North Korea, but I feel like it was South Korea. Anyhow, and like when the stars came to America, I don't think they understood how big it was in America already.
Yeah.
And so I've seen clips of them like showing up at Hollywood things because none of them were like famous to any sort of like Western culture, and they might not have even been the biggest stars in South Korea, but suddenly they showed up over here and they got mobbed, and so that was cool to see.
I even seen like regular Koreans that were already here getting treated nicely because people thought
Squid.
It was.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, like
that's good.
You should be nice to everybody.
Yeah. Why does it take a movie? Why does it take a horrifying TV show to make you nice to people? Come on, y'all. Do better.
People got their priorities mixed up.
Do better. Okay, we got 5 minutes left. We're going to do a couple quick ones. Okay, so Ranker asked people which TV workplace they'd like to work at, like fictional TV place of employment. Parks and Recreation topped the list, which is followed by Cheers and Kim's Convenience. HK, which TV show place would you work?
For me, it would have to be Cloud9. And that is the fictional store that was used on Superstore. Shout out to my man Colton Dunn.
There he is.
Improv the other day. He's
going
to be on a Pictionary this new season. Having worked at Target, watching Superstore made me feel great because it really captured what it felt like to work in a big box store with a whole bunch of just really cool and just dynamic characters and individuals. So that was definitely a bop for me. And I also would work at the 30 Rock office.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Man, have you ever just have you watched 30 Rock recently?
No.
Yo, if you've never seen 30 Rock before, that show couldn't be made today. Like, the dialogue, the things that happen.
Tracy Morgan alone, it's hard to get Tracy on a TV show. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't even think he's playing a character.
No, he's just being himself.
It's Tracy Morgan.
I'm Tracy Morgan.
I'm going to get somebody pregnant.
I would definitely, look, I worked at a bar for years. I've definitely worked at Cheers.
Okay.
That's like a freaking riot. I'm doing that. I might even work at like Central Perk, which is like the coffee house from Friends, just because like in New York City, that's fun. I'm into that.
I'm looking at the chat. Like a lot of people, Sharon Clark says she would work at the Park and Rec place.
Parks and Rec, that's
and
dope.
She also thinks Superstore is awesome. And so does T-Tish. They need to bring Superstore back. Maybe they work at an Amazon shipping company.
Ooh, I'd like to work at the Veep office, especially because of this particular campaign climate we're in. Shirley Wangari.
Fair enough.
Oh, want to work at Abbott Elementary? Nice.
Yo, Abbott Elementary is one of my favorite shows on television. Are you like all the way caught up? Have you seen any episode?
No, I'm not caught up.
Yo, it's such a good show. It is, man, like I have a bunch of sisters who are in education.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, is it like that? And she's like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, unfortunately.
A. Grammy said she wants to work at the Golden Girls.
We got Justin Harris said Sesame Street. I don't want no smoke with anyone.
Easy enough. Monk's Cafe from Seinfeld. That's a popular spot.
That classic. Yeah.
Law and Order SVU because I can get down with Olivia in Tutola. That's wild. Like our like the guy who's running our prompter for us today, Darius. He's a big Law and Order person.
Oh yeah.
Where would you want to work at, Darius?
Law and Order.
But like, you want to be a
crimes?
cop or like? No, I want to be a sergeant. He wants to be a sergeant. Okay.
All right. We only got a couple minutes. Okay, we're gonna get down to whose cousin is this? Okay. In the comments, right? Whose cousin do you think it is? My cousin, HK's cousin, or somebody else's cousin?
It's gamey out here, ladies and gentlemen. So there were some residents, and I'm not going to tell you what state, because if I tell you the state, you're going to know who it was.
Okay, but, yeah. Maybe we don't even say their first names.
Okay, so it was a couple. They were arrested on drug trafficking charges after police say that they were selling marijuana and THC products from a warehouse. Now, they caught the suspects because they were posting videos of the drug-making process on TikTok.
They were posting videos of themselves making drugs on TikTok. Whose cousins?
Is it one of Tanner's cousins?
My cousins?
One of my cousins?
One of his cousins?
Or someone else?
One of Peter Dinklage's cousins?
Somebody with a little problem?
Somebody, they were digging them drugs.
Let me give y'all some time.
Out of the mines.
Justin Harris says, I love this game. And I know there's like a 10-second delay. You say, in the mines?
In the mines. That's where
it's like, yo, I found the diamond. That's not a diamond. It's a giant piece of crack.
Yeah,
Your hands are just
giant
small.
crack rock there.
Somebody says HK's cousin do better. Y'all throwing it on.
Was it some Squid Games cousins? Wait, what? Oh, we throwing it on.
The rich girl brand said Tanner's cousin.
All right, what's up? Your cousin Tanner? Yeah, probs. HK Fuzzy. All right.
Somebody must be emailing something.
Yeah, Tanner's cousins because of the THC. Okay.
Because if it was us, it would just be straight weed, huh? I see you, Shannon Clark. All right, so it's almost like 50-50.
It is pretty 50-50.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you said head cracks cousins, you're wrong.
Strong and wrong. Look at mom and dad right there. She's clearly upset.
It almost looked like brother and sister.
They really do. But also, I kind of want to know, what was that TikTok account? Were they viral? Also, what were you thinking? Also, were you like doing dances while you're making
whip it. Go get the money. Go get the money.
Gosh.
Can you throw the mugshot up again one more time?
Let's look at them.
Because it almost looks like the woman's head was shrunken, like that person at the end of Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
She gonna slip right through her bars.
I can't tell if her hair's pulled back or if it's kind of shaved on top.
Yeah, there was definitely some meth to their madness.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs.
Sell them either.
Don't sell them. Yeah, I mean,
anyway, so
have fun and enjoy life. I'm not saying don't have experiences.
Yeah, because your doctors are selling you drugs every day, B.
That's true.
Every day.
Every day.
And the answer is probably just eat better.
Eat better and exercise. That's like 99% of the answers.
Big facts. And the state that happened in was Kentucky.
Kentucky.
If we would have said Kentucky, it would have been a dead giveaway.
They would have given away. Also, their names were what? Lyle and Tara and James. That's pretty.
It's racially ambidextrous. It could go either way. You're like, because I know black Jameses, I know white Jameses.
Do you know any black Taras?
Yeah, but we say Tara. Anyway, big shout out to everybody who pulled up on us today, man. Shout out to everybody for keeping the comments lit. And it almost makes me sad on Tuesdays, Tanner.
I know, dude, because we don't have a show tomorrow.
No show.
This is a good opportunity. Get in the comments. If you're watching this on playback, tell us what you want to see more of. Tell us what we can do for you, how we can make the show more fun for you guys, because we're doing it for you.
We're slutty. We aim to please you, the fans.
That's right.
So be sure you click the subscribe button, the bell, so you can get the notifications.
Ding, ding, ding,
and
ding,
tell a friend to tell a friend. And even better, when the show is over, right? This really helps the channel and helps the brand as a whole, not just Side Dish, but Dish Nation in totality. If you share the video on your social media platforms and your Facebooks and your TikToks or whatever, it helps more people know that we're doing this little side project right here. And maybe you'll mess around and be like somewhere else,
Yep. I think that's it. I don't know what else we got for y'all today. I hope your day's going good. I'm gonna look for one more good comment.
Catherine Brundridge said tomorrow's Holly Berry's birthday.
Whoa.
Well, she said Holly's birthday. There's two to choose from now.
Yeah.
So are you talking
Bailey?
about the singer from Chloe and Haley, like the Little Mermaid, or Holly Berry who got some Wahlburgers earlier? Which one? Which one?
Find out what's going on with the Michael Jackson biopic. All right, we'll look for that.
Okay, Holly Berry. It's actually Holly Berry. Thank you.
Oh, actually Holly Berry's. All right.
Yeah.
What else? Good. I said I'm out. Peace. All right. We see you, G. Gasson, Kentucky. Chewy's cousins. Oh no, y'all ain't bringing Choo Choo into this.
Nah, like
Someone said it was Chewy's cousins.
Nah, it would have been one less product if it was. If you know, you know. Anyway, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Lee, Ryan, Kim,
we got Darius over here.
Are we missing anybody?
I think that's it. I think we got everyone. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
And classic freeze frame pose.